Hello guys, you are welcome back to Asteroid Digital Technologies YouTube channel. In this session, you will learn how to use SQL Cube function to generate subtotals for the output of a query. My name is Ezekiah Omayemi. What is SQL Cube function? The SQL Cube function is used in conjunction with the group by clause to generate a result set that includes subtotals and grand totals for all possible combinations of specified columns. When you use the cube function in a group by clause, SQL generates a result set that includes all possible combinations of grouping columns, including 1. Grand totals for all columns, subtotals for each individual grouping column, and subtotals for combinations of grouping columns. And the syntax for it is this: your select clause statement, the column you are selecting, the aggregate function from the table name, then the group by followed by the words the group listing the columns in your select clause statement. Without further ado, let us go straight and demonstrate how to use SQL Cube function in a real life scenario. We are going to be applying this cube function to generate one column. For instance, we want to find the total inventory of every warehouse. I already have a database in my server that is called the fruit basket, and I already have a table named the inventory table. So I am going to be using that inventory table for this demonstration. In order to do this, I'm simply going to use the words. I will say select warehouse. I want to sum the words. I'm going to sum the quantity column as quantity from my words from the inventory app, group by words warehouse. Let me execute this. As you can see, let me bring this up. Execute. Now, as you can see that in this output, these are the warehouses in the inventory app table. Ikeja, Lagos, and Lagos. Why this is the words? These are the quantities of products stocked in each of these warehouse. Going further, like I said earlier, we want to retrieve words. We want to find the total inventory of every warehouse. All I need to do is to modify these words, this query by words, by simply supplying the words, the cube function the cube function and the warehouse. Let me adjust this and close the parentheses, and then we say order by words by the same warehouse. So let me execute this. Now, executing this query, you can see that this is the words, the grand total of all the words of all the products in this inventory app. Now, you will notice that in the warehouse column, we have the words, the null value, because we are performing a words and aggregate function here. So to make this, what's it called, query readable, I'm going to use the COALESCE function to replace these words, this non-value. And to do this, let me go, I will say select words. Now, the function I want to supply here is the COALESCE function. The COALESCE function. And I will say words. The warehouse, that's the column, the warehouse. I will now give it a name, and let me call this all warehouses. All warehouses, and close the parentheses, comma. I will say what? The sum function, which is the quantity. The quantity as what? As KTY from what now? I will supply the table name, which is the inventory app. The inventory app, then followed by the words, the group by, I will say words, this same cube function, which will be the warehouse. Then I will close the parentheses, then order by the warehouse, and let me execute this query. To execute this query, and you see now, oh, no column name. Let me replace this as okay, all warehouse, all underscore warehouse, right? And let us supply. Can you see now? You can see that we've replaced the initial non-value using the words, the COALESCE function. Here we can see all the grand total from these words, our inventory app table. That is number one use cases. Let us go further. I'm going to apply this cube function with multiple columns. What we did earlier is just with a single column. For instance, I want to find the total inventory by warehouse and what? And product. By warehouse and product, I will say what? Select warehouse, select the warehouse by what? Select the warehouse comma, the products, the quantity. I want to sum the quantity column as ATY from where? From my inventory app table, followed by the words, our group by, the group by clause. We are grouping by words, by the cube, which is going to be the warehouse and products. We close the parentheses, then we say order by words, order by warehouse and products, and we close this. Let us execute this. As you can see, that from the breakdown, what can you see here? You can see in the output that we have 4 subtotals here. This, where you have these null values in the warehouse column, is giving us the words. The first one is the total, the grand total of all the products that has been stocked in all the words warehouses. Now, the second and the third row, where we are having this none, is giving us the words, the aggregate of individual words products. You can see that iPhone here has 3 words, 630, while Samsung has what? 550. From the 4th and the 5th column rows here, you see this is the what is giving us the subtotal of each of the products. Now, it is telling us that the total products in Ikeja, Lagos warehouse here is what? 680. While this is the what? This the 5 and 6 rows, the 5th and the 6th rows is giving us the what? The breakdown of individual products, of individual unique products, iPhone and Samsung. And here are the what? The quantity stocked. Going further, from the 7th to the 9th rows, what do we have? You can see the other warehouse, which happens to be Lagos. The Lagos, this is the aggregate of all the words, of all the products, which is 600. So Lagos, it is stocked with iPhone 300 units and Samsung also 300 units. So the subtotal for this warehouse is what? Is 600. If we come back to the first row here, where we have these words, the none and the none in the warehouse column, the none in the product column, is giving us the words, the grand total of all the products stocked in all the words warehouses. Now, to make this query more readable, I'm going to modify this initial query using the COALESCE words, the COALESCE function, and we say what? Okay, select words, we now say words, the COALESCE, the warehouse as a, let's give it a name. We say all warehouses and as what? As warehouse, right? This same COALESCE, what now? The products as the words, we say all underscore products as what? As products. Then we say sum the words, the quantity column as KTY, right? From where now? From our inventory app. Then the group by, what are we grouping by? I'm going to group, but before I group, I will put the cube function, and I will say what now? I want to put the warehouse and the what? And the product. That is what I'm grouping by. I will now say order by what? Order by the warehouse and the products. Then let me close this. Let me execute F5. Now, can you see that it is what? It is more readable. So we have all the warehouses and all the products, which is this, compared to the words, compared to the initial query. So this is how you can apply the words, the cube function, to generate words, multiple, to generate output from multiple columns. Let us go ahead. Now, I want to use this same cube function to create a cross-tabular report. I want to create a cross-tabular report. And what does cross-tabular report does? It is so powerful in what? When you are analyzing your data, it gives you a what? More robust output. So I'm going to be using the words, the HR. I'm going to be using the words, the HR database that I already have in my words, in my server. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to create a cross-tabular report, and by retrieving data from the words, from the employees table. Let me quickly show you how these tables look like. I will say select all from HR, from employees, select all from department table. I will say select all from my jobs table. Let me execute this right now for you to see. Select all from departments. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Let's execute. Now, look at it. Let me bring this one up. As you can see, here is my words. Here is, look at this table, these three tables. Now, this is the employees table. I have all the details of all the employees. The employee ID, the first name, the last name, the email, their phone number, the hire date, the job ID, their salary, the manager they report to, and their department ID. In the department table, I have the department ID, department name, and the location ID. From the jobs table, I have the words. You can see the job ID, the job title, the minimum salary, and the maximum salary for each of the employees. Now, I want to now create a tabular report across these all these three tables with just a query. In order to do this, what I will simply do is I will say let's go ahead and say, all right, and select all. Select words. I'm going to select the employees words. The employees select the COALESCE department departments underscore name. This as as departments. This same COALESCE now. I want to select the job title, job underscore title, the job title column, and this, let me close this, as job. Then I want to count using my count function. I want to count all the employees in each of these this column or table. I say use the asterisk sign for all as I want to count them as, let's say, employee underscore count. Then I want to get their salary. I will say sum the the salary as salary. From where? From employees table. Okay, because I am I want to extract these details from different tables. I'm going to use the SQL inner join. I've said inner join words, department. From the department table, the on operator the department ID, equals to what? D dot what? Department ID. So I want to match I want to compare the department ID in the employees table with the what? With the department ID in the department table. Now, going for that, I will say inner join. What I want to join the what? The jobs table. I will say the jobs table for J on what? On E dot what? Dot the job ID here. The job ID. So I will say what? Job ID equals to what? I want to compare it with the job ID column in the jobs table. I say day dot what? Job ID. We say okay, group by what? Group by, then I will supply the cube function here, which will now be what? D dot what? The department name and the what? The job dot what? The job title. Close that parenthesis. I will now say order by what? COALESCE. Remember that we want to replace the non-value there from the what now? D dot what? The department name as a underscore this. Then I want to have it in what? In ascending order. Now, here is the breakdown of this query. I'm using the select statement to retrieve data from the database. Now, I'm using the COALESCE functions here to handle the non-values. So it returns the first non-value from the what? From this given argument, which are the what? The department name and the job title columns respectively. So here I've used the COALESCE, what is it called? Function to replace the non-value in the department name and the job title with what? With underscore. So I'll replace them with what? With underscore. So this is what? These are the underscores that I've supplied. I will now going further here. I said it should what? From the clause what? From this clause state here, from the clause statement here, I say what? I specify the table, which is the employees table. Now, giving it the what? The alias what? E. Now, I'm not saying inner joins. So I'm joining the what? The employees table with the department table based on the what? On the department ID column, and with the what? Here, the second one here, with the what? With the jobs table based on the job ID column. So here is my group by, and I say I want to group the results set by the combination of what? The department name and the job title using this what? The cube function. So the cube function generates what? Grouping sets to produce subtotals and grand totals for all possible combinations of grouping columns that existed here. So, and I order by what? The query will now come back to this what? To this two aggregate function here. The count to calculate the number of employees in each department and job title combined. So using this sum function is to calculate the total salary for each department and and job title combination. So this query will now come back to the order by clause here and say you see, I want to order the results by the department name in ascending order. So I use the COALESCE function to handle the non-values. Let me go ahead and execute this query. And here we have we have our results. Can you see that? Here are the departments. Now, because of the non-values, we've replaced it with underscore. We can go ahead and say, okay, if you want to replace the underscore, you can put anything here. Let's say NA, and here as well as NA, and let's come here and put NA. So and let us highlight all and execute. So what do we have now? Can you see the NA now? These are the words. The programmer. These are the job title. So the total programmers are 5. We have 1 president, and this is the salary of all of them combined. The public accountant, public relation representative, purchasing clerk. The total employee count is 5. The purchasing manager 1, sales manager 2, sales representative 4, and then in each of these departments now, can you see just 1? We have only 1 here. So this is how we've handled this query using the COALESCE function. You can see how we create a cross-tabular report, which is very, very powerful. It gives us the detailed output using the joins to retrieve data from multiple tables. So this is how you can use the group by function this is how you can use the cube function to generate the subtotal and grand totals in the query, in the output of a query. If you like this video, kindly comment, share, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next section. Thank you.